Guys, welcome back to my channel. Hi. Oh my goodness. Pride season is over. It's been so busy. Busy for Pride Month. So you guys, I'm back and I have been listening to your guys' comments. I have been reading because I've been getting such good comments and reviews and things about the previous video about my top favorite makeup palettes. And in the comments, you guys were asking me to do like a ranking 1 to 10 makeup brands of all time. You know, I've contemplated back and forth about doing that because I'm not one to really... Here's the thing, when it comes to a makeup brand, I can try to like it. Listen, you guys, we're not going to be satisfied with any of the makeup brands that we like because we always start off with a new makeup brand, we start off liking it, and then we start hating it, or we find something weird about the owners, we find something weird about the brand, we find something weird about the product. We just find weird things about it that we don't like. You know, we live in that day and age where cancel culture is so popular, where like if one thing is bad, then it's all bad. I tend to look at the best things about the brands that I like and still like it. Whether or not I like products with the brand or not, or how they treat me, I can still like the product. You know what I mean? You don't stop eating something at a restaurant and you hate that restaurant forever. Do you get what I'm saying? Unless you get like food poisoning or something, which, by the way, I did get food poisoning a few weeks ago. But you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and ranked my top favorite 10 makeup brands of all time. And obviously each brand has pros and cons, and I'm gonna go through those pros and cons, but I'm gonna tell you why on each of the brands, why they are where they are in my scale. And this is just my opinion. This is just what I think. This video is meant to create conversation in the comments, and I really like to know where people stand, especially with the beauty community now. I think the beauty community now is so lame and so boring, and it's just so like, meh. I actually even unfollowed a lot of makeup gurus because I'm just so bored. I'm just bored of being bored. I didn't want to be like super biased, but I wrote this list literally in my phone on my couch and was just going ahead to like, okay, how can I rank this? Because it's really important if you guys are gonna rank something and you ask why. And writing it down does really tell me like where it sees and where it stands. You guys, ranking at number 10 is going to be About Face Cosmetics. Now, if you guys don't know, for the past few videos on my channel, I've been using a lot of About Face, and I wanted to put them in the top 10 because they're only, for me, through my eyes, they're an upcoming brand and they're new. A lot of people actually don't know what About Face is. It's created by Halsey and it's just an amazing brand. They're starting to kind of put their feet into the beauty world, and for many gigs I've been wearing their lipsticks, and a lot of people have been asking me like, what is that on your lips? And I don't get a lot of lipstick comments, to be honest. Baby, I wear the same nude lipstick all the time. It is what it is, and I can show you that combo in a second. But Halsey, like, their makeup brand is so amazing that I could not bear to not put it on my top 10. Like, they're just really good, and I really am so excited to see where they're going. It's just one of those brands where like, it's new, it's fresh, you know? I actually compared the About Face brand to Haus Labs. Obviously you guys know Haus Labs. They recently just came into Sephora. But Haus Labs sadly is not on my top 10. I've actually grown out of Haus Labs. I just think it started off great because one, it's Gaga and I'm obsessed with Gaga. But as a makeup brand, I don't even see it going anywhere. I think I'm just super bored. So About Face, you guys, obviously is new. There's not much to judge yet, but so far so good. So they're definitely my top 10. All right, you guys, coming in at number 9, it's gonna be Too Faced Cosmetics. Now, you guys know I've worked with Too Faced a few times. They're just one of those makeup brands where I'm not super wowed, but I also love their concealers. I think Too Faced has the best concealers. I don't think any other brands is equivalent to Too Faced. I've been using the Too Faced Born This Way concealer for years, and there's nothing that can really beat Too Faced for me. I mean, the color-wise, the coverage, the silkiness of it, the filter of it, the blurriness of it. I just love their concealer. And I actually compare Too Faced concealers to Jeffree Star Cosmetic concealers because they're just really those girls. Like, they really do work if you really want eye coverage. Like, I don't wear underneath, I don't color correct, I don't need to do anything over the top to really achieve the under eye perfection. They have to be on my top 10. Like, there's just no way I couldn't put Too Faced. Now, am I a fan of their other products? Like, their makeup palettes to me are kind of like meh, you know what I mean? Like, I like them, but do I need to buy them? No. There's other brands that I can purchase from, but I just think Too Faced overall in general, the aesthetic is cute, it's very like girly, and I think it's a really good brand. I think they're super affordable, and I just think they have good, easy access as well, because you can find them almost anywhere. I mean, every Sephora has like their whole full line. All right, you guys, coming in at number 8 is gonna be Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics. Now, I love Jaclyn Hill. I think, you know, I do follow her on Instagram. I think she's one of those beauty gurus where like you just automatically love her. I do love her brand. One of her favorite things that she's released is the highlight powder. I think Nikita Dragon tried to do this one time and it was like a flop. So these are like the highlight powders. I love them. I love her liquid lipsticks. I think she has an amazing eye for cosmetics. I do think all her products are memorable. Like, I will forever buy this if I run out. Obviously, you guys see I hit pan. I love her aesthetic. I love her visuals. I love the feeling of the Jaclyn Hill brand. I think it's going at a really steady pace. You know, Jaclyn Hill's not one of those girls where like, I'm gonna release the same thing every single time. You know, like, I think she does surprise me all the time. I know she's a lip queen. I do love her liquid lipsticks. I think they're super dope. They're super cute. They remind me of like KVD Vegan Beauty, to be honest. Like, they're wearable, they're not drying, they work really well. The coloration is good. She just has an eye for makeup, and I think it's because she's a makeup artist. Like, I think she just knows how into what to put out. Like, her bronzers, girl, I use this as a eye primer, and it is flawless. Like, do you see all this brown right here? This is what that is, and I literally cannot go without using this for eyeshadow primer. I know it's a bronzer, but try it on your eyes. All right, guys, coming in at number 7 is gonna be Huda Beauty. They do send me a lot of great stuff. I think Huda Beauty to me is one of those brands where it's gonna keep coming. Like, it's always gonna keep coming, and Huda Beauty doesn't really surprise me, but I do love her products. Like, I even love their liners. I love their mascara. I love their eyeshadow palettes. I love their fragrances. I love their skincare. They're like a full round brand where you can one stop, one shop. Is that how you say it? One stop, one shop. That's what it is. So if you want to like dedicate your life to a brand and you just don't need to shop anywhere else and you just want to go to a brand and just wear all their stuff, I think Huda Beauty is one of those brands. She just has so much, and they're just really cute little like summer collections that come out all the time. Like, she really stays to theme. Like, one of my favorite liners are these. Like, her liners are super dope. Like, I enjoy using her product. I just think she has great stuff. Like, even her setting powders are dope, super dope. Like, I just love their stuff, so they have to be number 7. So coming in at number 6 is going to be Jeffree Star Cosmetic. When it comes to the Jeffree Star Cosmetic brand, here's the reason why Jeffree Star Cosmetic is number 6 for me. And I think number 6 is high. I mean, I actually think if you're on my top 10, it's good. I think number 6 is really well placed for me because, one, I truly think Jeffree Star Cosmetic has one of the best eyeshadow palettes ever. Like, if you're looking for color and you're looking for pigmentation and you're looking for theme, if you're looking for the collection, like, I'm talking about collectibles. I don't see anyone on Instagram having a shrine of Jaclyn Hill. Do you know what I mean? I don't see anyone on Instagram having a shrine of MAC Cosmetics. Do you know what I mean? And these are brands that come out with themes, you know? And I think when it comes to Jeffree, he does give you the full experience of a collection. He makes you feel like you're a part of it. And I think, I mean, obviously I was on set with him before when it came to one of his collection, and I had such a great time because he really does put in the effort and 110% when it comes to the theme. And it's almost like, if you can't fall in love with this theme, you're gonna fall in love with the next theme maybe, because it's gonna be so different. It's gonna be so entirely different. The storyline's gonna be different. The visual's gonna be different. The only thing that I don't really care for that he does is every collection has like the similar pieces. It's almost like, how many lip scrubs do we need? Do you know what I mean? You know, get what I'm saying? Now, I'm not trying to be biased. I'm not trying to give you like my 2 cents and my favoritism. But I'm trying to say is, he's gonna give it to you different. Like, I don't know what he's gonna do next. You know, obviously he's gonna do something amazing next, but I don't know what he's gonna do next. So that's why I love makeup collections and makeup companies like this, because they keep you heads on your toes, or toes in your head. I don't know how you say it. I used to work at MAC, so when it comes to collections, I was very excited for that new collection, you know, and I think he does a really good job on doing that. But also, if I had to pick an eyeshadow palette that's gonna really give me the life that I need, Jeffree Star Cosmetic would be one of the brands that I would turn to because the color payoff is gonna be what it is, and you're gonna get that. All right, guys, coming in at number 5 is BPerfect Cosmetics. Now, I had to do BPerfect because I have been on a BPerfect Cosmetics lately, like, trend. Like, I don't know what it is. I keep turning to BPerfect Cosmetics when it comes to like their makeup and color palettes and things like that. I just think they're so super dope. Can I just say something like a con? I don't think they've had their moment. Like, I love their stuff and I know they're really big overseas and things like that, but I just feel like BPerfect hasn't really, for me, hit it yet, and I think they can. I think they have the ability to, but I think there's just a lot of people behind set and behind stage that are kind of getting in the way. You guys, that's one thing that you guys don't understand. A lot of people like to blame the person of the brand because they're not coming out with certain stuff, but I blame a lot of the people that the brands hire. Brands tend to hire people that are just not creative. They want to be like behind the scenes, but maybe that's the problem. The problem is that you're behind the scenes. What do you really know? Like, do you really know anything? So I think when it comes to BPerfect, it has a lot to do with people behind the brand that are not really good. They're maybe just so old and don't really know what's trending and what's going on right now. And I think BPerfect hasn't had that moment yet. Like, I want to see the face of BPerfect. Like, who is it? Like, who is the face of BPerfect Cosmetics? Like, who is running this? Because I just feel like they tend to kind of do collaborations here and there, but it doesn't really give me like a wow, like, oh my god, I'm gonna buy this brand because she is stunning. You get what I'm saying? But number 5, I think it's pretty good. All right, guys, coming in at number 4 is MAC Cosmetics. I used to rank MAC Cosmetics very low because here's the thing, and this is, I'm gonna be biased right now. I've worked for the brand for at least 8 years. I was one of the managers. I started off as I was even a key holder, full-time artist. Girl, I feel like everybody has worked for this brand. And I think, you know, it's hard to let go of MAC because MAC, it was such an amazing brand when I worked for them. And not only that, but when I was a consumer for them. And I think MAC, to see over the years, I think they plummeted the past 7 years. The collections are shitty. The people that they collaborate are shitty. I don't even feel inspired when I walk into a store anymore. I go to the store to go buy what I need to buy. And I blame the people behind the scenes. I blame the people that sit in the offices and sit in the back rooms and do the visuals and make their decisions. I blame them because they're the ones, they're the root, the core of the brand. And I think they have plummeted the brand. You know, I think what MAC needs to do is MAC needs to bring in new key artists. New artists that, or one, I don't care if you're an artist that have been doing this for 60 years. I don't care. Like, obviously your makeup technique is amazing, but I just don't care because one, I don't really trust you because one, I'm 34. I ain't gonna trust someone that's 90 years old. I'm just gonna be 100% real here. And I think MAC is one of those brands where they take care of people and they wanna keep you forever. They have people that just really are not really on trend. I mean, when I was working for MAC, MAC was behind every single fashion show you can think of. MAC was in control of the looks on every fashion show you can think of. Like, you don't understand how impactful MAC Cosmetics was. And MAC Cosmetics to me was one of the first brands that brought in celebrities. They had Viva Glam, they had Christina Aguilera, Pam Anderson, they had Lil Kim, you know, like RuPaul. They had so many, they had Aaliyah. And it's like these brands, you know, MAC Cosmetics, they started off so strong to do these collaborations, but they thought that was the key to success. And I think now it's all about what if I had to look at the brand, if I had to join the brand, and what I would do is I would revamp the entire look. I would revamp it because it's so aged, it's so old, it's so... The lashes, like, have you guys bought a pair of lashes from MAC Cosmetics? How awful are the lashes? They're literally $22 and they're nothing. Like, they literally do nothing. And I'm just not really understanding, like, who is in charge of these lashes? Like, what is going on here? Like, this obviously is awful. Let's go ahead and talk about the pros. As I'm looking at my station in my studio, and you guys know I don't change my station. My station has my primary products that I use because I'm very particular with what I use on a daily basis. I own a lot of MAC Cosmetics. Like, I have been using Full Coverage, Mineralized Skin Finish, these two these two products literally for over 10 years. I can't find a foundation for my life to do drag without MAC. Like if they discontinued the full coverage foundation, I would literally like cry because there's no other foundation in the world that can ever do it for me. And I wear this all the time. That's why MAC is ranked number 4, because these are primary products that I love and I cannot stop using. Like MAC Studio Fix Mattifying. Like I use this religiously every single day and I love their stuff. But I want to put them number 1. You know, I think MAC has all the stores in the world, and they could be number 1. But I just think it's the people behind them that are just like, girl, what is going on? Fire everyone. Let them go. Go to an island and have a little drink or something. Ranking at number 3 is gonna be my family over at Morphe. I haven't done a Morphe collab in a while. There's just things about Morphe that I don't care for anymore. Oh my god, can I say that? I was a very diehard fan of Morphe for a long time. I know they have their dramas, they have their ifs and buts. They revamped the entire staff, the whole team. When Linda Morphe sold it, I feel like it just went downhill. It just plummeted. I actually don't really care to do Morphe stuff anymore, if that makes sense. Because things are really repetitive now. I think Morphe has shifted the day when they let Jeffree Star go. And I'm not saying Jeffree had anything to do with the Morphe brand, because obviously they're separate brands, but things just got kind of weird and things shifted and it just got kind of thing. But I was still a diehard fan. I still love Morphe till this day. But here's the thing. I don't see the brand going anywhere. I think Morphe foundations suck. You know, I think they're awful. I don't think they work. I think I walked past in Target one day and I saw Morphe in Target. Not saying foundations in Target's bad. I'm just saying that I feel like Morphe has turned into like this machine, probably created and manipulated, and all the people that working behind the brand are just like they'll know nothing about makeup, you know, like they care about the dollar amount and they're just putting it here, 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 here. They're overly spreading it. They have no good collaborations. They have no good involvement with any other brands. They don't really do much. But here's a reason why Morphe is number 3 for me. I think Morphe is number 3 because they're affordable. They have one of the best makeup brushes ever. I think Morphe and MAC Cosmetics has the best makeup brushes in the world. Like, I don't go anywhere else when it comes to brushes, but I think Morphe is just an affordable brand, and I actually love a lot of their stuff. I love their setting spray. I think Continuous Setting Spray by Morphe is one of my favorites. I'm actually wearing it now. Their visuals are great, but I just think what's happening, like I said, with the MAC Cosmetic brand, it's the people behind the brand that are just like, get rid of them. Like, get rid of them. Like, they're literally plummeting the brand. And I think they just don't see it, you know, because they're so money driven and they want to plug here, plug here. But let me tell you something. I don't own my own brand, but let me tell you something. Once the artistry is gone, the creativity is gone, and you stop surprising people, people will go somewhere else. And that is the truth fact of the facts. People will leave. And it is what it is. There's so many brands to choose from now that you can choose a lot. But I will say Morphe for me stands number 3 out of 10 because they do have amazing, affordable, amazing stuff. Like, I still to this day, one of my favorite I use their lip liners all the time. Like, I even have it on now. Like, I love it. It's just one of my favorite, I just love it. You know, like if you want to go buy a $25 MAC lip pencil, go to Morphe. They have the same colors, you know what I mean? Like Morphe has the same colors, you know? So why spend triple when you can go spend $5? All right, guys, coming in at number 2 is gonna be Fenty Beauty by Rihanna. Now, I used to not like Fenty Beauty. For some reason, it just didn't really hit me the way it hit everybody else. And I am such a diehard Rihanna fan. I mean, I'm a fan of her, but I'm gonna start like not being a fan of her because I'm waiting for this album. And please, Rihanna, do not be one of these singers where you just leave people in the mist. You know what I mean? Like, girl, don't even get me into it. I just think Fenty Beauty has started to hit me. I've used their bronzers, their highlighters, their foundations, their concealers, their setting powders. Like this setting powder butter is it. I love the little quad eyeshadow palettes. I think they're a great price. I love her Fenty Beauty Blur Primer. Like, I'm just fully obsessed with so many stuff. There's just so much things about Fenty Beauty that I love. The coloration. Girl, it's just such a flawless brand. Every single time I go to a Sephora, like I have to stop by the Fenty thing, even though there's nothing new, because I know I'm gonna buy something because I just love this brand so much. I'm waiting for a store. Like, I think Fenty Beauty can take it to a store. If she has a freestanding store, I think it would knock the ball out of the park. Brands would be crazy. I just think it's such a good brand. The visuals are good. I love where it's going. And I never really return anything when I use it. Like, I love her Blur touch-up powder. Died. It's like probably in every single one of my purses. I just love it. That's all I can say about it. You know, I think I love Fenty Beauty. I used to hate them. I don't know why. There was other brands that I liked more than the Fenty Beauty brand, so I was comparing. But now a lot of brands are kind of like, girl, bye. So I'm starting to see it more now. So I think that's what happened. Okay, are y'all ready for number one? I don't have a number one. I don't have a number one favorite brand. Like, I don't think any brand right now is number one to me. I don't think any brand, you know, as I'm sitting here looking around and looking into my drawers and looking up on my, you know, shelves and things, I don't think there's a number one makeup brand. I think all brands are just kind of steady. I think a lot of the brands are just kind of like, you can't surprise me. I think everything has pretty much been done. Unless you got a beauty blender that has foundation in it and you can do it without dipping foundation, then all right, I could see that. I could see why that could be number one, but I just don't think anything's number one. I think everything is so repetitive. I think everything is so steady and boring and just kind of like, meh. I'm not really intrigued as an artist. I'm not motivated to do makeup and motivated to do different things. Even when I follow like makeup artists on Instagram, I'm not even, girl, these TikTok little dewy doos and makeup doos, like, I'm like, girl, we got it. You put on your bronzer, your highlight, you set it, you smile, you do a little twinkle twinkle. I get it. It's getting like meh, you know, like I'm not really driven and I'm not really excited. You can't tell me that I can evolve because they're not evolving. And I think it just really sucks because I love makeup and I was lucky enough to, you know, lived through a time where makeup was so elaborate and so amazing and loud and fun, and I'm kind of missing the beauty drama, you know, like I'm kind of like missing it. I don't know, I'm just like meh. So yeah, you guys, I'm sorry, I don't have a number one for you guys. Tell me in the comments how you guys feel. Like, do you guys agree with me? Do you guys don't? What do you guys agree? I would love to know your guys' top 5. If you guys want to give me a top 10, that'd be kind of cool too. I would love to see where people stand. And it comes to like even lashes, like lash brands, I've only used like 2 lash brands that I love and I would never go anywhere else. Is, you know, TATTI and I forgot. But other than that, there's my top 9. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys think. I hope I wasn't a little too harsh. I know I spent a little time on MAC because MAC has always had a place in my heart. But there's just so many things that I would love to change. And I don't know, it just really, it is what it is. The score is the score. The facts are the facts. That's what happens in my studio. Alright guys, I had so much fun doing this video. Let me know. I'm a little nervous on the comments down below. Let me know what you guys think. Give me your top 10, top 5, top 2, top 3. I don't know. I want to see what you all really think. And if you guys don't have a top 1 or a number 1 makeup brand, thank you for being honest. Other than that, I love you. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you guys in a few days. Mwah.